Love Goddess. Today we are talking about being a people pleaser, looking for validation on the outside, and all that jazz. The feedback that I hear a lot, especially from women that are starting their journey with us towards their Love Goddess Academy and their journey towards becoming a Love Goddess, what I hear a lot is that I don't have enough confidence, I don't have enough self-value, I don't have enough self-esteem, I don't feel sexy, my body is not perfect, and that's why I don't have confidence, self-esteem, don't feel sexy, and all that stuff. And when we start asking the deeper questions, why do you want sexy body? What is it that you're looking for? The answer is always, I want to be more loved, I want to be validated, I want to be accepted by other people, because if I'm not, if I don't have the proper body, if I if I'm not a good girl, then people will not love me. And the last thing I want is to create conflict, to be exiled, to not fit into the group. It is our really deep fear from early multiple past lives that, there is a chance we could get exiled. And sometimes it's not even coming from this lifetime. The fear is really within through your previous experiences of living. So it is a real thing. It is real fear, and I believe that a lot of that plays into our neediness to be good, to be liked, to be approved of, right? To be celebrated, to be, admired, to receive words of compliments, right? And a lot of it is also learned. A lot of this is also learned from your childhood. So this could be you were not growing in a family environment that was not encouraging you, giving you positive feedback, giving you enough love, and you felt that by you being the best you could for other people, you're going to receive that love and validation, and you actually did, right? When you cleaned your room, your mom would say, oh, good boy or good girl, right? When you went and did the sports and you won some kind of trophy, your mom and dad celebrated you, and you realized that through external factors, through achievement, through through being a people pleaser, that's how you've learned this behavior, that by doing something that others will approve of will give you that, they will celebrate you and they will give you love. And that's literally how you grew up thinking, and that's what you are carrying into our current life. And you are being a people pleaser, and you still have these patterns of pleasing others and looking for that validation. Am I doing this right? Or did I make a mistake? I'm terrified of looking silly or making a mistake. How many people don't do things that will change their life simply because they're afraid to look silly or goofy or whatever, not look good, right? And the ones who succeed, those are the ones that fall 10 times before the 11th time they're finally on their ground and running. Right? Trying to judge your perception of success by how you look is absolutely the wrong way to approach life, in just period, right? And so when you're looking for that validation through pleasing others and through seeking their approval, sometimes they will give you that approval, and sometimes they won't, because they don't really give a shit. They don't care. They don't need to. You are looking for that inner peace and love from the outside of you, but you are love already. And you're not looking in the right place that is within you. You are not looking for that love from yourself, because you have given away your own power. You have given away your own power to someone else who doesn't even give a shit about you, right? And so by giving away your power, you are powerless. You are disempowered. And in order to take your power back and become powerful, you need to give yourself that power back. And you need to seek for that love from the inside of you, because you think that only if other people will tell me I'm doing things right, I'm gonna feel good and I'm gonna receive love. That's your way of thinking if you're a people pleaser. But if you are an empowered human being and you own your own power, you will be looking for, oh my God, I worked so hard for it. I'm so proud of myself. I did this. I am fully loving myself. And no matter what anyone else will tell you, you're still gonna love yourself, because your love came from the inside of you without needing anyone else's validation. And if you keep seeking power from the outside sources and outside people, you're not gonna get far in life, because it takes a really strong gut to grow up and succeed in life. And because you are growing up, succeeding, having life experiences, you will receive a lot of negative feedback from people. And that's another question altogether. But the fact is, you will receive good feedback and you will receive tons of negative feedback too. And you have to have tough skin in order to grow and work through the negative feedback, because the only way you can survive that, otherwise you'll get discouraged and quit. With lots of negative feedback, if you don't have the skin, or if you don't have that validation that is coming from the inner source, if you get that negative feedback from people, your core way of thinking is, it's not working, I'm gonna quit, right? And that's it, you're done. You did nothing in life. You lived life for no reason. Where the people who are succeeding in life, they're empowering themselves, and their source of validation and self-value comes from the inner space of self-love. And then they get the positive feedback, but then they also get the negative feedback. And in fact, the bigger they get, the more negativity they have to process or shield through or hear, because that's just how it works. The more personal work and you do, the stronger you become, right, on the inside. But then it gets you further in life. When you hear a lot of negative feedback, right, you already know that they don't matter. You already know that you don't need their opinion. You actually see them for who they are. Some might be wanting to put themselves on a pedestal. Some are jealous. Some, you start seeing the reasons why people tell you certain things, right? And you already understand, that I don't care about that. My approval does not come from them. My approval, my power, my motivation to move forward comes from me. And I also know that there is all these people that I've helped. They're feeding that sense of self-value and validation for me. Yes, my stuff is working, and thank you so much. I am lighthouse for you. Right? And so your validation comes from your own inner sense of worthiness and value. You're not looking for that self-value on the outside. And a lot of that spills into fear of visibility, spills into fear of expressing your own opinion. It spills into fear of what other people will think of me. Who am I to say this? I'm a fraud. All that chatter comes up from that feeling of needing that validation from the outside sources rather than from the inside place, right? So the main takeaway from this episode that you're listening to is that it's time, my love, to start giving yourself that approval and celebrate all the hard work that you have put into this life, instead of looking for that self-validation and trying to show off, like, hey, look at me, look at what I have, give me that feedback that, like, I'm doing great, I'm good, I'm looking good, like, give me that feedback, right? That's what's happening with people pleasers. They want that feedback. They try to show off. That's why kids come to school cheating and pretending to be rich. It's our inner, like, we want that place of self-love. It's so basic. It's like our survival. It's our root chakra, right? So we need this to survive. Or in the past we have. Now the times are slightly different, but the energy has not shifted yet. So it is such a basic survival almost instinct that even kids, when we are kids, we do that, right? And it is that the groundbreaking, like, that's foundational. That's foundational. You learn how to unattach yourself from other people, other people's approval, other people's validation, other people's opinion, and make your opinion matter and put value into your opinion. And by the end, when you do the work, your opinion is enough. Your own opinion is enough. You don't need anyone else's opinion. Your own opinion is the only one that matters, and it is enough.